Hello, it's been a while. So this is future Katie here doing a voiceover for past Katie. Life got a little bit chaotic for a few months, and it takes me a while to adjust to new routines and big changes, including changing jobs, picking up more hours, and my partner starting his master's degree. Honourable mentions though to getting the flu, COVID twice, and being punched in the face by a stranger. All this footage is from January and February leading up to the Festival of the Photocopier and annual Zine Fair held in Melbourne in Australia. This little vlog will just be a brief behind the scenes of the work that goes into making a zine from start to finish. I'll be showing a bunch of completed ones and then focusing on the one I was trying to finish a week before the fair. It's a less of a how-to video, more of just a look into the behind the scenes of my process whilst I chat. I'm pretty slow at creating, so the fact that I was able to get that last one done in a week was a surprise, especially because of the amount of times my cats demanded attention whilst I was drawing. Alrighty. We are continuing with a zine making. The fair is... well, the day I'm tabling at the fair is literally a week from now. I've made 3 zines. I've got Woah Open, which is a cute like little interactive sort of zine with like flip out doors about resident sort of animals that own shops, which is cute. I've got my long dog zine, so it's like this, and then you pull it out and it's like a long sausage. And I've got my Animal Crossing fan art zine. It's like a comic based on me and my partner sharing an island in the new Animal Crossing New Horizons and the disaster that ensues, because we both have very different ideas of what a cute island looks like. And today I am working on this one, which I'm super excited about. This is my plans. I don't know if you could probably see that or not. I don't know. It's my storyboards for Bug Boy in Love, which is a funny sort of horror. Yeah, doesn't look like horror, but yeah. I was thinking about doing it traditionally. I've drawn all the storyboards and stuff traditionally, but I couldn't really find an ink pen that works for the sort of vibe I'm going. I'm going for like vintage sort of storybook style. I don't mind the brush pen version, but I don't know if it's too clean, I think. Like I want it to be more grungy. That's like a rougher version, but it's too grungy. And I like this one too, but again the lines are a bit too clean. So I don't know, we'll see. And I have plans for lots of other ones if I get time. Like, whoa, there's all of my notes. I was gonna make some flip books, but I don't know how they'll work logistic wise. Oh, and I want to make a stop motion for showing what I'm offering at the Zine Fair. The other notes are just sort of my sketches for the ones I've already done. I like to draw all my thumbnails traditionally. All my sketching, initial sketching, is done traditionally because I find that I don't know, the response from paper and pencil, like the resistance makes my shapes better. Like pencil and paper resistance makes my shapes better, whereas when drawing on an iPad it's like slippery, so like screen doesn't give you a lot of like resistance or like tactile feedback. Also I just really love drawing miniature. It helps me get my shapes and compositions good without worrying about details. Yeah, I have lots of other plans for things I'll be making, but just gonna focus on Zine Fair first, and then we'll see what we can do. Baby. What are you doing? You're beautiful. I really like the simple way of writing, and it's just sort of like takes you off guard because it's almost like a children's book, and then it's like, oh Jesus.
Except it's a horror.
Yeah.
He ate his head. Baba, no.
I probably don't need to redraw these sketches, but I'm happy with the first one. Maybe I'll just redraw some of them. So it's voiceover Katie from the future again. So after finalising the storyboards, I'm going straight to digital to try and finalise the zine quicker, because I realised a week is not long enough to try and complete a traditional illustrated zine. So as you can see here, I'm just sort of picking what sort of pen I want to use, which I'll use continuously throughout each page in the zine. Trying to get that storyboard grungy feel I was going for, although the colouring changes quite drastically to what I originally intended. Yeah, so just drawing the front cover, little bug boy on the front, and then I will go into like the lettering and sort of focusing on the fairy tale aspect that I wanted it to sort of like read as, like fairy tale sort of children's book style, but obviously with a twist because it's sort of like a horror, more like a Brothers Grimm sort of style fairy tale where it's sort of like intended for children but a little bit horrific.